All right, men, if 5 women jumped your wife, are you jumping in? That's the question. And the viral video shows what played out.
Well, you mentioned before we started that, well, heck yeah, you better, right? If 5 women, okay, so if you have 5 women that are attacking 1 woman, that's very unfair. That's an unfair advantage. You can't, like, 5 women beating up 1 woman is unfair. So the question is if a man comes in and starts beating up the women, that's also unfair. So
I think in any situation, I've seen young kids jumping a small kid, a younger kid. And I've been around those situations. I think it's that, like, man, woman goes out the window. It's humanity at that point, where you have a right to defend the person that is getting brutally beaten. I don't care how tough you are, unless you're Bruce Lee, right? In most cases, 5 versus 1 is just the odds are against you.
Yeah, you can't. You're not. You got somebody coming at you in every which way direction. So
Exactly.
You're not gonna. But yeah, of course, I would step in
100%
to protect you. We did watch the video though, and the guy, like, full on combo, like.
I was gonna say now let's assess the video that's going viral here, because I would not have handled it.
But we don't. But that was like almost the end of the video. We didn't see the whole thing. I mean, maybe he pulled up and he got 5 women beating her up,
they started jumping on him,
and he started jumping in to try to protect her, and then got overly.
That is true.
I mean, you don't know what's when
the
emotions go,
adrenaline's
up,
and you start getting hit,
and
right?
You
start getting
5
hit.
women beating the snot out of your wife. Right. I mean, you're like going at it, right? I mean,
definitely a different question than the 100 men versus 1 gorilla. But speaking of protecting what's yours, 1 billionaire is taking that idea to a whole new level. Mark Zuckerberg is buying up all the properties around his home in Palo Alto, trying to create like a property moat
compound.
Yes, this is the leafy, rich neighborhood of Crescent Park. So these all these really rich people don't like it that he's buying a bunch of houses in the neighborhood.
Well, and this is Zuck too, right? Like, there's rich, then there's Zuck. The guy's given away his fortune like 2 times, and now he's still like top 10 richest dude on the planet, right? Like, I mean, it's obviously he's got a little bit of an unfair advantage with Meta.
So he wants
income stream from there.
So why would you want to buy that many houses? I mean, for protection, right? I mean, I guess is he gonna knock all these houses down and make one big compound?
Or is he creating a property buffer, right?
Yeah, he's gonna put in like a moat.
Properties around him.
Yes.
He's gonna build a moat.
His nanny is this one. His gardener is this one. Like, maybe his whole team just gets a house around him. That'd be kind of cool.
Entourage. New level of entourage.
Reminds me of that. What's that?
Yes.
That was a TV episodes of, was it Big Love or something like that, where he had like all these different houses with all his wives around.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully it's not that.
Well, Zuckerberg can afford to scoop up all these properties, but most Americans are struggling to get their homes sold. Redfin recently published that this summer has been the slowest pace of home sales in a decade.
Wow.
The average home has been on the market for 48 days, and there are a lot of delistings. People are struggling to move their homes, a lot of price reductions. Is the market going to move soon?
Yes. I'll give you a Zuck answer. Yes.
So maybe what's really happening is there wasn't as much appreciation as people thought they had, right? Maybe there was that for a little bit, but then now the rubber is meet the road, and now people are going like, okay, my house isn't worth 100% more than what it was when I bought it.
Right.
Now it's only worth 30% more, or 40% more.
Yeah, and is the juice worth the squeeze, so to speak, right? Like, meaning, hey, I want to sell, get my equity, but then am I going to get the payment that I want, right? Does this make sense? There's a lot that goes into that, right? So, not to mention, if there's less inventory where some of the houses are coming off the market, right? Because of that, I know that's not happening too much, but there's also a lot of, I think, of what we've seen, I don't want to say dogs, but there's a lot of properties that could use some TLC, right? You have to pay premium price. Now you have to go DIY it for the next 6 months to get it in order. That doesn't line up to a beautiful ending, right?
Yeah.
And that's why consumers are using our Cash Plus offer here, right? And there was a new article that came out. I think BAM just dropped it this morning. The Cash Plus has been copied by the biggest iBuyer in the country. Opendoor.
And it's true. And I think if you really look at the cash plus offer structure, and I know when we created it, we really took the first principles approach and we tore everything down, deconstructed the whole idea, looked at the pain point of what the cash offer solves, and then really obsessed with how could you provide a homeowner a cash offer without them losing that upside of the open market. I mean, like, let's be real. It's not even girl math. It's just math. Investors try to buy low, resell high. And that typically doesn't favor the seller. And so in our cash plus structure, it allows the homeowners to get that cash offer, all the certainty, all the convenience, along with the upside of the open market, and only pay a reasonable convenience fee.
Yeah. And even when you have like, bully, what is it? Basically billionaire bully companies, right? Is I'll refer to it like an Opendoor, where, you have Zoodealio that has made a splash and really kind of paving these new things. No wonder why they're skating to where that puck is going, because this is an opportunity that allows the homeowners to not only get that cash now with the upside of the open market, but when you also have the ability to potentially improve the property, causing it to sell faster and realizing more of the available possibility of your equity, it's a win all the way around. And so again, doesn't surprise me that the release of their cash plus is, now calling them a meme stock and getting a pump out of the whole thing.
Yes. But we have the original DNA of Opendoor. One of the co-founders, Keith Raboy, Coastal Ventures, I believe it is.
Yep.
He's the original DNA, just posted on X a few days ago how to fix Opendoor. And one of those, number 4,
Points.
you'll see, it says kill agent partnerships. So this is the DNA of Opendoor. The DNA of Opendoor started was, hey, how can we get rid of the agent commission?
Right.
And let's just go
Get rid
directly
of
to
the
the consumer, buy their house, resell
saw
it
it.
with our own agent, and keep the costs really down low. It didn't work, right?
Right.
And now they're trying the cash plus. But Keith Raboy, along with Eric Jackson, was able to remove Kerry Wheeler. They basically threatened them like, hey, we're going to remove all these retail stock, these stockholders, the retail that's coming in to buy an Opendoor. If you don't remove the CEO, we're going to remove our stock. We're going to sell our stock. We're going to tell people to sell the stock, and it's going to go back down to 50 cents. Now it's going to delisted. They're going to be back in the same thing. Or you fire your CEO. They were successful. Kerry Wheeler stepped down. She didn't get fired, but she stepped down. So who's in control of Opendoor?
It's like the puppet.
Yes,
the
the puppet
little
masters,
Geppetto.
right?
And will Keith Raboy and Eric Jackson further influence the Opendoor model, and what will that look like for realtors? I think in an interesting time in space where Opendoor needs the realtor, they've recently came out and said that 25% of their acquisitions, so we know that in 2024 they acquired 15,000 homes, 25% of them have come from their agent relationships and agent partners. And so the agent has truly been instrumental in keeping Opendoor alive with their new announce of the Cash Plus and their Key Connections program. What role will the realtor play, and what role will these investors influence to really replace the agent, and when? And so I think that
that's the key right there.
That's the question.
Yeah,
and what we know and what we believe is that they'll use the agent.
Yep.
We'll be the little puppet. They didn't show up to empower you. They didn't show up to partner with you. They showed up to replace you. And I think the sad thing is so many in the industry have amnesia and quickly forget that these companies, when they first come out, don't want anything to do with agents. I would encourage you to look at the DNA of Zoodealio. We are built by agents for agents. We showed up to empower you. We showed up to give you the big tech tools and all of the capital so that you can compete on a level playing field with these different companies.
Amen.
Yes, absolutely. And Opendoor, and the key, what you just said, when will they get rid of the agent? Well, and I think they'll still use them. It's a bad market right now. They want to use them right now to try to get. It's just like with new builds, right?
Yep.
Exactly. Like, hey, when the market's bad, they're like, hey, 3%, 5%. We'll even give you 10% commission. Come over here. Bring your clients over here.
As soon as the market heats
up, no more. No more. But they're going to continue to advertise to your client.
That's for me.
They damn well sure will advertise to your client. Your client.
And guess what? If you bring that opportunity to them, then they market to your client, and 6 months later, your client goes to them and gets a cash offer from them.
Absolutely.
You think they're paying you a commission?
Nope.
Hard no.
No. And not only that, but their ability to market and continue that at scale far exceeds the bandwidth of the average realtor. And so I would ask you, if you don't believe us, try it yourself. Key in your own address to Opendoor. See what sort of marketing you get. See what you get in your mailbox within a week. See what you get in your mailbox 30 days later. See what you get in your email inbox. See what you get in your email inbox every 7 to 10 days. And that will continue on in perpetuity until that homeowner transacts. And so my question for you is do you want that for your clients? And if the answer is no, totally get it. That's me too. You really ought to be checking out the tools of a Zoodealio, where we are agent-centric, powered for you, and you can use Zoodealio all white labeled, branded to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I guess I got one little small thing. This is even to the homeowners that are out there, right? It's not just to the agents in the industry. Homeowners that are out there as well. You have to realize sometimes by looking at the different offers and options, we're all about, a good fair competition. But the reality of it is getting the advisement of a real estate agent is paramount. Making sure that they're able to guide you through that it's a trusted relationship that's going to turn around and sell that house for as much as the market is going to allow, that's going to guide you through the acquisition process, and then also keeping you informed of what's going on during the resale process. So be sure to make sure that you are working with an agent during this process.
Well, there you have it. Thanks for tuning in. If you have anything to add to the conversation, leave us a comment below.